What will I do? Fertility rates in the UK are the fastest falling in the whole of the G7. Crikey. Blimey, I think I'm past that. Anyway, please click the like button. Now, they're saying that it's linked to austerity. Possibly is. That is obviously an issue. People got less money in their pockets. They can't get it on the NHS if they've had children before, or what? If you had children before, why would you want IVF? Or maybe your previous relationship broke down, and now you're in a new relationship with somebody else who would like a child, but something's going on. Maybe it's foreign dads. Maybe you're not fertile yourself, young lass. No, who knows? I don't know at all. That's why you have to go and see a fertility clinic. I believe there are other factors at play. Like I say, please beep the like button. Just a reminder. Well, it's true to say that the UK's fertility rate is falling faster than any other G7 nation, with austerity thought to be the principal factor. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. A lack of money, where people got to put their hand in their pocket, and it's not going to be cheap, is it? 5, 10 grand, whatever it might be, for IVF. Not everyone can afford that. The success rate of IVF is actually pretty darn good. It's about 90% if you're under 40 years of age. Over that, it can drop down to 50%. So there is a risk factor there. So, if you're getting a bit older and what have you, you still haven't had a child for whatever reason, it might be because you're very low on fertility. You've got a low sperm count or something. But there are other factors. It's not just about money. And when I did some research on this between 2019, because it's pretty much the only one I could find, and 2021, they were using those dates as a way of showing that the IVF treatments had plummeted. Well, in 2021, you couldn't get any flippant treatment. They were talking about the pandemic. So that's a stupid. They wouldn't even mention the pandemic either, so it wasn't about that. But the fact is that, obviously, 2021, you're not going to be able to find it very easy either to get IVF treatments. Everyone was, the doctors for a start were pretty busy doing other stuff. So, now, I've talked about this before in previous videos, and I might have done it in a bit of a jokey fashion and stuff, but this is actually really, really serious. And in the Western world, male fertility has decreased. We're firing more duds than we used to. Now, this has recently been linked. Now, in a report that I did a video about, this is probably a couple of years ago now, maybe longer, where 2 scientists had basically followed all the research over the last 40-odd years, record research regarding fertility rates in men, over a very long period of time, and there's been a decline, just a decline of fertility, male fertility, sperm counts and not just in the UK but in the Western world. And it was found that by 2045, on the current trajectory, Westerners will be infertile by 2045 as a whole. There'll be a few very popular people out there. Studs. But this is really, really serious. We are, because this isn't just in the United Kingdom, this is everywhere. Everywhere in the Western world, our fertility rates are falling. So you could argue, if you're a bit of a racist, and you hate the idea of coffee-coloured people by the score, I think we're going to be seeing more of that. Because those in more deprived areas, they're not necessarily going to be subjected to the same causes of low fertility than the Westerners. See, low fertility's got nothing to do with austerity, unless you're not eating very well, unless you're wearing nylon underwear, But no, in the Western world, fertility rates of men have taken a decline. Now, I've talked about this before, about DuPont. Now, DuPont is the company behind Teflon, and the Teflon coating on foodstuffs. And it's used in all sorts of stuff. It's even on your furniture, as stain guard and So we're surrounded by this Teflon, which contains PFAs, polyfluoroalkyls. And I think there's 2 different varieties of this stuff, or versions of it. And this particular chemical is now linked directly to reduced sperm counts in men. Now, if that isn't an issue, I don't know what is. You're talking about the continuation of the human race. So if there's, that was the Bible say, it could be run by the yellow people or something like that. I don't follow the Bible; it's just something I've heard in the past. But we are more likely to see a higher proportion of black and hybrid people than we are at the moment. Those who live in areas that aren't quite so subjected to DuPont. But they'll catch up with them as well. Now, these PFAs are a serious issue. They're found actually in the testicles. The chemicals are found in the testicles of men. And what they've found is the sperm that's being produced by these men isn't actually formed properly. And as such, as the sperm tries to swim to reach to fertilise the egg, they can't get there. They're failing. So although the sperm might be there, it's not good sperm. It's not. I can't believe I'm talking about blinking sperm. Anyway, I am. All right? It's faulty. It's like it's got a broken leg. But in fact, actually, it's got a bend. It's actually bent. Don't take that the wrong way. But anyway, it's bent sperm. So effectively, it can't swim straight. It sounds silly, doesn't it? But that's exactly what's happening. It can't swim straight and it can't reach the egg as easily as it did before. So it's failing. And so obviously fertility in regarding fertilising the egg so it can nestle into the womb and uterus and all that. And it's not very helpful, is it? For the continuation of the human race. And also for white people. Sort of like how to put it, how angry white people get when they see black people. Oh, we're surrounded by black people. I don't give a shit, all right? I've got black grandchildren and they're absolutely lovely. Let's judge people for who they are, not what they are. If they're a shitty person, they're a shitty person. Whether they're black, white, yellow, pink, purple spot, I don't care. Okay, I might be a bit strange, but doesn't make any difference. I don't care if I or any member of my family are black, black African Asian. In fact, one member is black Nigerian. I don't care. If he's a bit of an ass, I'll call him an ass. That's not on the basis of the colour of his skin. It's got nothing to do with racism. I don't care. I don't think people should care. Why does it matter? But that's what we're heading for anyway. At this rate, if we can't maintain the human race, because we're not having the amount of children that we had before, it's harder to make them. Plus, obviously, austerity does come into this as well. People can't afford to have children. Elon Musk has said, we've got to have more children. What you got to pay? You've got the 2-child cap as well on benefits now, on universal credit. No one's going to in their right mind is going to have more than 2 children. Now I've got 6. We've done our bit, all right? No, but one have got children of their own. Can't remember. Is it 10 or 11 grandchildren I've got now? Anyway, I've got a large family, and bringing them up was fantastic. Our kids, hardest thing was getting a car that you get them all in. That was the hardest thing. Been through university, so they're an asset. Well, now my grandchildren are assets because the kids put the effort in. Now we need to actually wake up and actually look at the detail, and not necessarily these little headlines about fertility in the UK is falling faster than any other G7 nation, which is obviously an issue. But just to say it's because of austerity, that's very shallow thinking. There's more to it than that. It's health reasons. Men are less fertile today than they were yesterday. So there you go. I said that. I've got bent sperm. and it can't swim straight. Anyway, well, hit the like button. You probably got to the end there. If you got to the end, leave it in the comments down below. Code word, Willy. So I'm a child. Anyway, hit the like button and maybe subscribe to the channel, and you've got Sports Channel, do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee. And it is a very serious issue, so please comment down below. We can make fun of some of this sort of stuff, sort of comical, especially if you're Britain. That if you think about old style comedy, British comedy, it's like Little Britain and Carry On films. There's that kind of. It's what it feels like, boobs. I've been doing Rewild there in France, where we're planting 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land. If you'll be part of that, there's a GoFundMe link down below. And basically we'll plant a tree on your behalf, or trees, obviously depends on what you donate. And I'll make a sign to go with the trees, be your name on, a memory of a loved one maybe, whatever you want, Leave it in the comments down below. Not down, follow the links down below. Oh my giddy hell, I think I better go. Toodaloo. Oh, I can't get my worms out. Willy.